Hello everybody, Agashi here. So the recording is going to be a little bit different today because I am in my parents' place and I'm actually over here doing some cleaning and just babysitting. So yeah, I'm in my brother's old room since he took over my room. So I'm in his room. If it echoes, I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff around me, so I'm just filming with very bad lighting and with the wall behind me. But today I'm going to be doing a Thai drama review. And this drama already came out for a while now and it started getting subs, so I started watching it and I watched the first 5 episodes of it. And this one is actually called Hua Jai Sila. It is a remake of the 2007 version. So there was a 2007 version made back then, also called Hua Jai Sila, and the main character was B Secret and Feng Pachaya. They were the 2 main characters for this drama back then. And it's 2019, all these years later, they finally remake it, and they have some new people playing it, and the storyline is pretty similar but with a little bit more changes. And I'll be very honest, as compared to the older one, because back then Thailand was a little bit more different of how when they do their dramas, it was they kind of don't kiss on screen, so it was not so much of that. As of this one, they allowed it more. They have accepted the kissing, like lips to lips, so there's a lot of it more now in Thai drama as compared to like back then, way back then. So let's go ahead and jump into it and I will review with you guys the first 4 episodes that I watched. So let's start off with characters. As I said before, I'm very horrible with my Thai pronunciation, so like I said, there will be caption down here of their name if I pronounce it wrong. But we have Tor Thanampon playing Tor or Sila, and we had Fernie Nopjira playing Minta, and we have Noon Sirampang playing Pansunda or Man. She is the aunt of Sila. And we have Siram playing Sita, which is Sila's stepmother. And we have Thaipun Kanokchan playing Suwa or A. And we have Raviyanon Takul, I think that's her name. She plays Min Kwang, which is Mintan's older sister. So the synopsis is the same as the 27 one. Todd is a love child from a mistress and a very wealthy man, and after his mom passes away, he ends up being forced to live with his father's family, and he is constantly tortured by his stepmother and his stepbrother, and he becomes really friendly and connected and fond with the next door neighbor girl, which is Minta, and she sees a lot of his suffering and she cares for him and stuff like that. And one night, getting injured by his stepmother and his stepbrother, he jumped into the river and they thought he was dead, which he didn't. He survived and he made it to a prostitute lady, which is his mom's friend, and he got taken in, and he started a new life as Sila. And then years later, he returns as this extremely rich guy, or some people say pimp, and he plans to get revenge for his mother, and he plans to go up against his stepmother and his stepbrother. And little did he know, Minta comes in the way and recognize and remember who he is. So I'm going to be comparing these two because honestly, to be very honest, I was a huge fan of B Secret, and I watched a lot of his drama. I still have his CDs and stuff like that. He's a singer too and an actor and stuff like that. And I was so in love with this drama that I loved it so much, and it was such a great story for me, and I loved it. So I remember very well of the 27 version. So I am comparing 2019 to 27, and Sila's character for 27 was not as full of revenge as the 2019, in my opinion. But we start off the 27 one differently, where they actually introduce us into Sila's past of how him and his mother, they go through all these things, getting tortured, him meeting Minta and getting fighting to his stepbrother, and that's when he gets injured. He gets a cut on his chest right here, and he jumps into the river. And before all that, like, Minta remember him getting the cut. She remembers him having a ring, which is his mom's wedding band, and so that was the past for him. And then eventually, once that happens, he ends up meeting his mom's friend, which is the prostitute, and he gets raised up by her. And this one, we don't get it like that. We see Sila already as a grown man, and he's going through nightmares of getting tortured by his stepmom and his stepbrother. And so his aunt tells him to, like, you know, get over it, because he has to get over these torturing and seeking revenge in order for him to get past these nightmares, but he doesn't care. And then he goes and help a friend, and he stumbles upon his stepbrother, which he knows. And he also meets his stepmother. His stepmothers, they still, it's just like the 27 one, they remember the aunt and the prostitute. I'm gonna call her the prostitute aunt, but because they keep calling her that, and they remember her, and they're always bickering, just like how they did in the 27 one. There's a lot of changes in this one. In this one, we get Minta and Min Kwang, the siblings. They're actually very close with each other. The other one, they don't like each other immediately. Like, the mom favors Min Kwang the most, so that Minta gets pushed away like a servant a lot to her mom and her sister. While in this one, she's actually close with her sister, and she talks with her mom, and they're more like a family, more loving than, and they don't treat her as much as a servant as compared to the other one. But just like the old one, Minta and Sila do end up meeting, and with her crashing into his car, the back of his car, and she remembers him by the necklace, and she thinks he's alive, and she knows that it's him, and she's trying to prove it that he is Todd from the past. But he's like, no, my name is Sila, and he's kind of a little bit panicking because he doesn't want his plan to be revealed, but at the same time he's happy because he actually gets to see Minta when he only met her when she was a child, and now she's all grown up. Eventually, Sila makes his target, like how he always does, to Min Kwang, and he knows because his stepbrother A is trying to get her. Therefore, he targets Min Kwang because he doesn't want to do it to Minta, because he knows Minta is nice. So he knows that Kwang and A are like rude people, they're mean and stuff like that, so he targets them. And like, unlike the older version, Min Kwang, she falls immediately for Sila, and she kind of like ignores A. But in this one, she puts up this, she's more of a B compared to the old one, and she puts up like no guy is good for her, and they have to, it doesn't matter how rich they are, how much they court her, she's not gonna fall for them. But honestly, she's already falling for Sila, but she's trying to put up that image where she's not. So it's like that. And so that's basically like the first 4 episodes of it. It's like a very short and fast-moving, it's short and it's fast-moving introduction of the drama. As you guys know, back then, Thai drama, they used to be extremely long, like 2 hours or long. Some of them still are, and some of them they have gotten shorter, where they're just like Korean drama, where they're like 35 to 40 minutes long, which they end up having more episodes. So this one, it's like the episodes are short, but they're moving really quickly, straight to the point of him already targeting, and they don't show much of the past yet. And there's a lot of other characters that hasn't been introduced yet as compared to the other one. They kind of revolved around the same main characters only, so you get to see the main characters only. As of this one, they show a lot of other people who are coming into play. So really have to focus and focus on these characters, because these character plays a lot of main roles in, like, compared to the old one, because the old one, the older people, like the stepmom, his dad, Minta's parents, their friends and stuff like that, the older people, they revolve around the aunt, because they know the aunt and his mom that passed away. And then there's the younger people where they know Sila, they know Minta, and they know Min Kwan, and they revolve around them. So there's a lot of those characters, so you really have to pay attention to it. But yes, that is it for the first 4 episodes of Hua Jai Sila that I have watched. I'm actually very interested to see how this one will turn out, because apparently from the spoiler scenes that I've seen on Instagram and YouTube and music videos, he tends to love her a little bit more in this one as compared to the old one. The old one, Sila doesn't focus his love towards her. He tries to push her away so she doesn't get in trouble or get caught, because her sister's kind of really extremely mean to her in that one, her sister and her mom. While this one, she does have a good relationship with her sister and her mom in the beginning until Sila comes into the picture. But he shows more his love to her, that he's doing all this to get revenge, but he's actually very in love with Minta. So they do play some romance and relationship between families and friends, a little bit different from the 27 one. But yes, that is it for this review. I do look forward to watching more of it, because this was actually one of my favorite Thai drama back then. Can you believe it, 27? And they finally remake it, and like, you know, I really like it, I really enjoy it, so I do look forward to it. The subtitle is a little bit slow, so I am going to let this one sit, and I also don't know how many episodes there are, so I'm going to let it sit while I watch my other dramas, binge watch my other dramas, and then I will binge watch this, and I will get back to you guys on how it turns out. And at the same thing, I'm going to be comparing the 27 to the 2019 one to see which one is better. In my opinion, I actually really do like how the 2019 turns out, but most of it, because I love the 27 one, is because of the main guy. But yes, that is it for this review, and I will see you guys next time.